Okay, so today we're going to discuss about the ones complement and the twos complement as well as the bitwise operator. So as I mentioned that last class, we have done the topic of uh, data representation, So the data representation can be divided into two. Number one, magnitude and a complement. So all the data representation concepts is consist with the 8-bit representation. 8-bit representation. So in this portion, the magnitude, we can categorize it into two portions. Number one, unsigned and signed magnitude. In an unsigned, there are 8 blocks available. It consists with these particular things, as I mentioned, that 8-bit representation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the 8 bits are reserved or represent values. For the signed, the first 7-bit reserved for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the leftmost item occupied, or that one is reserved for sign. In this unsigned, you can't see any other sign. There is no sign allocation. For the signed, you can identify the sign in the leftmost value. So here, so if the sign bit shows 1, then represent negative, minus. If it is 0, then that is considered as a positive value. For the remaining 7 represent the values. So this is the concept of the signed magnitude and the unsigned magnitude. So the last class I explained about this unsigned, and I think I explained the signed also. I'll quickly revise it again. So that's what I mentioned in the magnitude, unsigned and the signed. For the unsigned, in this unsigned, you can see the values, whatever the values. Just let's go through the concept of unsigned. So the unsigned, let's assume that 40 value represent 8-bit values. Okay. Available 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can apply 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 32, 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. So here, even if there is a question 32 plus 32 or minus, okay, let us see that minus 32. So they mention that unsigned representation. If there is a question unsigned 8-bit representation, you don't want to check any other, just 0, 0, 32, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. As I mentioned, all the 8-bit values, 8-bit block reserved only for the values. It does not contain any other significant changes for the addition or subtraction signed bits. Why? Because as we learned that unsigned, there is no single bit reserved, or there is no any other symbols or any other changes. When you give minus 32 plus 32, whatever it is, you can't see any other changes. So that is called unsigned magnitude representation. This is called unsigned magnitude representation. Okay. For the signed magnitude representation, let's check with the signed. In the signed magnitude, you can see the signed, indicate clearly, because this is the example of unsigned example. For the signed example, so the same value, when I explained that 40, as you know, you learned the mathematics, you know that if something is available without any other the sign, it does already have that plus value. It shows that plus, because if there is nothing is there, because it's indicated positive. So then 40 means that is called a plus. So the firstmost bit reserved for the signed, so then 0. So the remaining bits are available 7 bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it represents only the values. So 0, 1, 0, 0, I think it's 1, 0, 0, 0. Clear, my dear students? Fine. So then let us in the minus 32, it represents here the first bit reserved 1. So the remaining bit shows 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is the signed magnitude example. Okay, my dear students. So please take this note, and you can get an idea about this one. So it's very clear. It's very easiest subject. So you can see there are so many MCQ questions are available. These are the MCQ type questions in your paper. So please remember those will. So you should take a minimum 42 above marks to get an A pass for the MCQ. If you can take a A pass, if you want to take a A pass, you should get the plus 42 in a part 1 MCQ. So then only you can think about the A. So therefore, please, these are it's a very simple questions in MCQs. Don't lose the mark. It's a straightforward. You can get an idea about this one. I hope you already written that past paper. I gave that unit exam, if I'm not wrong, that with this tune. I think Mushfika, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Mushfika. Okay. So அது தமிழ் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றதுனால பிரச்சனை இல்லை, இங்கிலீஷ்ல இருந்தாலும் ஓகே. உங்களோட அந்த பேப்பரோட எனக்கு அதுல உங்களோட டைமிங்கோட எழுதின அந்த இது டீட்டெயில் வரல. So please try to send your papers, maybe share with the screen, because once it is finished you can get the idea. Because we already done that one, because now we are working with the ones complement, twos complement and all. So once we finish the lesson, so you can do that one. Please don't look at that. Take a time, because the exam means time versus knowledge. It does not only depending on the knowledge. So therefore, please try to do, because our main focus is to do the part 1 MCQ questions, the part 1 in your examination. Try to complete within a 1.5 hour time. So reserve a half an hour to okay, so then you can recall all the messages. So therefore, try to finish it as soon as possible to ensure your 42 above marks. So that would be helpful for you to think about the advanced level A marks. So it's very helpful for you to get an A. So try to get an A, in especially the commerce stream. Your Z score is in the top range. So when you compare with the others, I think you know that accounts is compulsory. Maybe in some schools, economics versus ICT. But in some schools, business study versus ICT. So whatever it is, the ICT is a higher score, and you can collect the marks, the Z scores. So even if you get the 3 A's in the without the ICT, so you can see there are so many students, as of I can't tell that school's name and all, but in that schools they got the 3A but 1.6 marks, 1 Z score 6, 1.06, not a 1.6, 1.06. So they got only the what do you call, uh, the Southeastern University. There's a little options. So I think it's lesser than a 25 options are available. Accounts, economics, business studies combinations. For the ICT combination, you can see that 65, more than 65 university courses are available. When you apply, once you pass the examinations, you have a screen that you know how to apply the admission and all. So you can go to visit that UGC website and you can get the information. And when you apply the universities, you can see the advantages of ICT. So it's because without ICT, no one can survive in your future. So this is a real challenge. So therefore, it's one of the advantages for the ICT students. You can get a highest marks, uh, highest Z score in an in advanced level. So advanced level is more competitive exam. It does not only depending on the results. 3A, 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 pointless. If you do not get the universities, why do you want to get the 3As? Just to show the 3As? No, even though 2B attend universities last year and last before year, 2A C for the ICT, they got the universities, 2A for the ICT, C for the business studies. He got he got universities. So even though 0.9 from technology stream, there's opportunity. 1.03, there's an opportunity. Information system and business studies, information system and business analytics. There are various courses available for the ICT stream students. So therefore, please guide your other students. If they do not know, if they do not know about this matter, so please try to explain this one. So this is one of the advantage. So especially why we are learning the ICT, especially these are very easiest subject. So not only if you get the A pass in the ICT, you can get the highest marks. So our main target is 95 marks in all the total marks in an ICT. Try to get a 95. So then it's in a high scope. So I hope you understood this particular area. If you have any other doubts, so please let me know. I think I'm expecting another students, but it's not done yet. Okay. Now look at this one, the very important topic in this particular area. One's complement. Okay, so here the scientists introduce the ones complement, the twos complement, even though the signed and unsigned, to to solve the arithmetical operation in the in processor in computer systems. Okay, so I'll try to explain that particular thing. So try to understand. If you have any other doubts, please let me know. Because in your questions paper, I've seen a lot of arithmetical operations. So addition, subtraction. In addition, even though you can apply for the unsigned, so I'll explain it one by one. In the signed, it gives us some solution. So when you apply the signs, you can easily apply the signs representation in this particular area. Okay, so the minus 32. So in this minus 32, you can see that if you mention that 1 and the remaining 7-bit reserved for the uh, binary representation as it is. So now you understood this particular area. So I'll give some more questions and you can do that. And just try it, because before we move to the another topic called arithmetical operation in one's complement, arithmetical operation in unsigned and assigned. Before we move to that particular area, so please try to understand this particular topic. And if you can understand, then it's easy for me to explain the new topic. Okay, I'll give some questions, my dear student. Okay, now you know this one. Unsigned 8-bit representation. So the question, so please try this one, number one. 16 second minus 20 third minus 6 fourth plus 2 fifth plus 8. Okay, these are the signed, unsigned. So here signed representation. Yes. 12 second minus 5 third minus 8 fourth plus 2 fifth plus 16. Find the answer, my dear students. So please send to my WhatsApp, and I think you can see my screen. And if you have any other issues, so please let me know. Because you don't need much time, so that's quickly you can do this one. So that's why I don't give a break time to do this. So I will give some time to calculate because as you know that I already shared that some that online quiz so quickly because it's more attractive interactive lessons online. So you know that the last week and last before week I shared the links for each and every activities for the 10 MCQs. It would be helpful for you to develop yourselves and within 10 minutes you must do that one. And this also like that I will once it is finished I will give a time to do that one. Uh, uh, the online smart quiz activities I'll share with you. So this is a most interactive session, so it is easy for you to because in the physical classes I can see the students' behavior and the face reaction and all, but in this online I can't see anything. So that's why I plan to give online smart quiz activities to evaluate yourselves, and it's very important for you to understand the particular topics. So fine, please send it to my WhatsApp. So I gave already how to find the answers in a bit quick, very fast way. So each and every questions you just take a 1 second is enough, maybe 5 seconds. So uh, it's totally different. It's so fast away, because especially in a uh, chapter 6 networking IP addresses. So we need more time. We need to do some more for octet calculations. It's very important. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, excellent work. I think this one is unsigned. You share the link. This one towards mine. Uh, 16, yeah, of course, it's unsigned. So you don't want to separate any other sign bit for this. The second one, 12, yeah, of course, it's a 0 in FS 5, 8. Excellent, excellent. Very good, very good. Okay. I do the ones, okay. So because you do not have enough time, to let's quickly explain this one. Okay. The single thing is it's easy because there's only a one reservation because we will do arithmetical functions once you finish this. Okay, 16 means that uh, the 8-bit block 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. So then 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. So this one, the 12. So even though there's no symbols, that is reserved plus. So therefore I use the red color to indicate this one 0, for this one 1, for this one 1, for this one 0, for this one is also 0. The remaining 7-bit reserves 1, 8 plus 4. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For the 5, 1. 1, 2, 4, 8, 32, 64. So the 8, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. So this one, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. So this one, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Here, these are simple questions. Okay. Okay, please recheck these others. Okay. Fine. Please take a snapshot and you can find out the answers. And let's move to the topic unsigned arithmetical function. Unsigned arithmetical function. Okay, listen carefully. This is an important topic. Okay, I'll just quickly raise this. You know how to find this one. The timing is very important. That's why I. Okay. So now next one is arithmetical function. Arithmetic using unsigned. Unsigned 8-bit. 8-bit representation. So in the arithmetical using unsigned 8-bit, for the arithmetical function, you can see that 8 plus 2 in unsigned. Okay. So here we know as it is that plus means the arithmetical functions, it is in the processor. It's automatically do the process of plus. We will discuss further in the chapter 4. There's a separate subject, half adder, full adder, and so on. So how does the processor is working and uh, how to design the processor architecture, CPU architecture in the chapter 4.4. So we will discuss further about that particular things. But at this point, I can implement this one in the arithmetical function, just 8. So you know 8 means uh, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. For the plus 2, you know that 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So plus. So it's quickly you can binary conversion 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. No problem at all. For the arithmetical function, addition. So this is under the arithmetical addition. For the addition, no problem at all to perform this function. But let us assume that 8 minus 2. Okay. So in the processor, there is no deduction. So therefore, we can just change it in the this portion. But unfortunately, in the unsigned magnitude, we do not have an option to indicate this function minus 2. So even though if does with if the digit with the sign, then you can't represent this one. This is the operation that we can perform. So even the addition, you will get the 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 0. 8 minus 2 is represent the result will be 10. For this also 10. So even though 10 is this minus or a plus, we don't have an option to find out because it's unsigned. There is no sign bit reservation in this particular the block. 8-bit block, it represent entire 8-bit represent only the values. Okay. So therefore, for the arithmetical subtraction, so this is called subtraction, no solution could find in this particular arithmetical unsigned operations. Okay. So therefore, the scientists introduced a new concept of the signed representations. Okay, my dear students. So please take this note. Okay, I'll give some more time. Maybe not for this one. For the sign, I'll give the time. Okay, just try this one also. Take a snapshot. I'll just take a snapshot and send it to your WhatsApp group. Okay, for this operation, I'll give the exercise. Please take this note. 6 plus 2. This operation second exercise. These are the exercise. I'll send it to your WhatsApp group also and take a time just 5 to 10 minutes. Please try to do that one. 3 plus 1, third, 4 minus 2, fourth, 4 plus 2, fifth, 3 minus 2. Okay, my dear students. So please do this exercise. I'll send this one and take a time, and you may 6 plus 2. Okay, so please do these operations and you can find out, even though for the minus and the plus, this is the way that you have to do. For these operations there is no indications for the minus, so therefore we should do this one in this particular area. Okay, so the same way, even though the plus 8 plus 2 or 8 minus 2, this is the way that we will discuss further in the ones complement, the two's complement, as well as the unsigned magnitude. This is the way that we have to follow. I will explain it further. At the moment, just try to do this exercise and take a 10 minutes time, and I will share the smart quiz activities once the lesson is over. So at the moment, please take this exercise and write it down. Once it is complete, please send it to my WhatsApp group, and it's more productive. So, and you can work while we, it's more interaction lesson. So that's why. Okay, we will be back in, I think now the time is 9:10, and then when in a 10 minutes you can join. Huh? Yeah, just share the. Okay, thank you very much. So now you can leave and take a time, and please do it fast as possible. Huh? I'll give only a 10 minutes time. Okay, thank you very much. Please rejoin at uh, 9:10. I think, sorry, not 9:10, 9:20.